Alright, this is gonna be a guide for silk stocking murder.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Alright.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hopeless.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me loose.
Okay, stop talking to me. Maybe I could. Come on.
Can you drive to this one?
ATI Radio reminds you an ounce of...
Brothers, Pinker?
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Now, woo, more boobies. Okay, let's look. Our first clue is half a library card.
Only 21 years old. But why the
It's not
library
listed
card?
as a clue, but
Did
you
he want
need
us to
it.
find it?
Let's look. Gotta get this clue too.
Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force. Kiss the blood.
And the writing on the body. And the missing ring.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails. The evidence in the Mueller...
Alright. None of this is... Gotta get the bloody stocking.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
May as
In
well
the blood
follow
trail. And we'll follow it to here to get the hat.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
We're gonna follow the blood trail some more. To this trash can right here.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Follow the blood trail.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Get the key.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook. You think he's
I'm
trying
gonna
to
get
leave us
this
somewhere?
dot pattern note.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
Where are you taking us?
Alright. Now we'll climb up here. inside the chicken coop. This is our next clue.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? Clearly wants us to find these things. He left it for us. Or he might just be getting
And
more
makeup
confident.
kit is required too.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her. Trail points up.
There's a wedding ring. One more clue that's not listed.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
You know, all this is required, so... And we're gonna check the paint bucket. Another clue not listed.
Looks as though the killer was
Oh, I guess it is.
decorating with this.
The library card. Last clue for here is inside the purse. The other half of it, I should say.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Now we're gonna go to Antonia's residence.
You're behind the wheel.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a...
Wait. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am. Hey, Cole, get moving.
Which room is it again?
What are we waiting for?
Oh, room 5, okay.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
Charm bracelet
Charm bracelet
photograph.
wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
First clue. Second clue.
Smashed window explains why the
Broken
place
window.
looks tossed.
Now we're gonna jump out the window and get this.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
And one more clue here. Attorney's letter.
Okay, we have an address.
Now we gotta go do our first interrogation.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Possible
Do you have
suspects.
any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Truth.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Movements of
How
victim.
did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I've no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Doubt.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
Evidence of
You had a
break-in.
break-in?
No! That can't be true.
Lie.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Broken window.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Breakdown of marriage.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Lie.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
And charm bracelet photograph.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front and...
Next location. El Dorado Bar. Oh, my car disappeared. That's great.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah, me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Alright.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time.
Divorce papers.
Oh, waitress. I have it as
The only clue in the bar.
Say, honey, what's up? Get off the table.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
Missing
Can
jewelry.
you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Doubt.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Movements of
Did
victim.
Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Truth.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Alright, we'll go inspect the phone. It's out of order.
I think he's a bit
Just
of a
like you said.
What?
And we'll go out the back.
Sir, do you work here?
Meet this guy.
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexicans love a little slice with their tequila.
Fine, thanks.
Now to the Milando residence. You're driving.
You know the way. You can drive. Think there's anything to the divorce?
Alright. Room. Maybe it's the other one.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
Phelps, this could turn ugly.
Okay, now we gotta fight him.
Now look,
Stay back, or I'll have to put you down.
I got nothing to say to God damn it.
Alright, there's 2 clues we gotta find.
Phelps, I don't care that much.
Fruit.
Just picked fruit market.
Fruit crate.
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
And the bloody shirt.
This will take some explaining.
Maybe one of the neighbors.
Now we gotta talk to 2 neighbors.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Door 301. Door 302.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag, too, Phil.
I'm executing restraint right now.
Alright, let's use the phone.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thank you.
Alright. So we gotta go back to the police station.
You can drive.
Come on. Come on, slow partner. Jeez.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with me.
We need to go downstairs. In here.
Boys.
We gotta look at 3 things.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
And this.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Alright, now we gotta go interview Angelo Malando. Angela Malanda.
Bronco, give me a hand. I got a heart.
Angela Malando in this room right here.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment. That was the last time I saw her.
Last contact with victim.
What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
Lie.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
And husband's alibi.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
Jewelry taken from
When
body.
we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Truth.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Divorce
You and your
proceedings.
wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Lie.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Divorce papers.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Bloodstained shirt.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Doubt.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Alright. One more place to go. Just picked fruit.
You know the way. You can drive. The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
And we gotta go up and talk to this guy.
Sir, I'm the... Wait. You look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD. Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
Distinctive necklace.
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Doubt.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. But I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Contact with
The
victim.
young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Doubt.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Movements
Where
of
did she
victim.
go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Truth.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
And back here. Look at the bloody scalpel.
I cut someone who was already dead.
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually
Okay.
do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
Tire iron. Not a clue. In this box right here.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
The combination is 2. 5. 3. Let's see. The charm necklace with all the religious stuff.
Are you working Friday? We could go out after.
This fruit skull.
And
God damn it, get
he
after
runs
it, Cole.
after the cutscene.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy. Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I'm trying.
Almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Trying to avoid city damage.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
How about you shoot his tires out?
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
That works. That's the last thing you do in this mission. And 5 stars.